Number 1 says insert grouping symbols to make true number sentences. So A says 19 plus 41 times 3. So if we put parentheses around 19 plus 41, it is 60. Then 60 times 3 does equal 180, therefore that is true. B says 5 equals 16 divided by 2 plus 2 minus 5. So we'll start here. 16 divided by 2 is 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. Therefore, that is true. C says 24 divided by 8 plus 4 times 3 equals 6. So we'll start here. 24 divided by 8 would be 3. 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 times 3 is 21, not 6. Therefore, that does not work. So let's try here. 8 plus 4 is 12. 24 divided by 12 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. Therefore, that is true. D says the same problem, except now we have equals 15. Okay, so if we do 24 divided by 8, that's 3. We already know that plus 4 times 3 doesn't work. But let's do 4 times 3 is 12. 3 plus 12 is 15. That works. E says 1 equals 16 divided by 2 plus 2 minus 3. So if we do 16 divided by 2, that's 8. 8 plus 2 is 10 minus 3. That doesn't work. 2 plus 2 would be 4. 16 divided by 4 is 4. Minus 3 equals 1. That does work. For number 2, it says complete the following equivalence. I've attached the page in your reference book that has some of these conversions. So it says 1 pint equals how many cups? If we look right here, it says 1 pint equals 2 cups. Now we want to know quarts into pints. So here's quarts and pints. We know 1 quart equals 2 pints. We want to know 6 quarts. So we would have to do 6 times 2, which is 12. The next one says 1 quart equals how many cups? Okay, so we know 1 quart equals 2 pints, and we know 1 pint equals 2 cups. So if 1 quart equals 2 pints, and 1 pint there's 2 cups, here's 1 pint, 2 cups, 2 cups, 4 cups. Now we want to know 3 gallons equals how many quarts. So if you look up in your reference book, 1 gallon equals 4 quarts. Therefore, 3 gallons, 1, 2, 3, 4 quarts, in each gallon would be 12. And now we want to know gallons into cups. So if 1 gallon equals 4 quarts, 1, 2, 3, 4. In 1 quart, there are 2 pints. We also know in 1 quart there are 4 cups. So 4 cups, 4 cups, 4 cups, 4 cups, 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, or 4 times 4, 16 cups. Number 3 says write in standard notation or expanded form. So since 82,913 is already in standard notation, we need to write it in expanded form. So we're going to start at the 8, which is in the 10,000s place. So it's 8 times 10,000. Then we move on to the 2, which is in the thousands place, plus the 9 is in the hundreds, plus the 1 is in the tens, plus the 3 is in the ones. That would be how you write it in expanded form. B is already in expanded form, so it wants us to write it in expanded notation. So this is in the 100,000ths place. Since it's times 2, we would put a 2 there. 6 times 10,000 would mean there's a 6 in our 10,000ths place. 1 times 1,000 would mean there's a 1 in our thousandths place. 9 times 100, 9 in our hundreds. 4 times 10 would mean there's 4 in our tens place. And 5 times 1, a 5 in our ones place. So it's 261,945. C says 5 times 10 to the third times 2 times 10 to the second plus 0 times 10 to the first plus 7 times 10 to the 0. So since it's the third, we know that it's in the thousandths place. So we put a 5 in the thousandths place. Since it's second, we know it's the 100. So we put a 2. Since it's the first, we know it's the 10. Put a 0. Since it's the 0, we know it's the ones. So we put a 7. 5,207. Number 4 says, what is the volume of the prism? So remember, volume equals length times width times height. So the length, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The width, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the height is 1, 2, 3. 6 times 9 is 54. 54 times 3. 3 times 4 is 12. Carry the 1. 3 times 5 is 15 plus 1. 162. So it's 162 units cubed. Number 5 says solve mentally by breaking down the dividend into smaller parts that are easier to divide. So if you wanted to do that, you could break it down into 90 in 6, because 3 easily goes into 90 and easily goes into 6. Goes into 90 3 times, and it goes into 30 times, and goes into 6 2 times. Therefore, 30 plus 2 is 32. Or, if you want to solve the way that we've been practicing, you can do long division. 3 goes into 9 3 times. Multiply, 3 times 3 is 9. Subtract 0, bring down 6. 3 goes into 6 2 times. The last one says first estimate and then solve. So if I were to estimate, I would do 700 times 10. 700 with one more 0 is 7,000. Then it says actually solve. So first we just focus on the 2. 2 times 8 is 16. Carry the 1. 2 times 2 is 4. Plus 1 is 5. And 2 times 7 is 14. Then we move to the tens column, which is a 1. We have to put our 0. 1 times 8 is 8. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 7 is 7. Add them together. 6 plus 0 is 6. 5 plus 8, 13. Carry the 1. 2 plus 4 is 6. Plus 1 is 7. 1 plus 7 is 8. 8,736.